Well, cue the fire, even though I do not come with any because of inflation, a little expensive nowadays. But I just got an email, which is not important to you because it's the housing market. There's a lot of houses coming on the market. And it's a full-blown dumpster fire, but you don't care because you were locked in at 1%. Because you are the 1%, but get ready to pick up assets at low prices. Also, talking about low prices, how about that disinflation? Also known as a complete lie or CP lie, and they put out the numbers, and it's right above my head. Do you see where it's like missing everything? And here, I'll even Casper myself, even though I know that's probably not politically correct. But do you guys see this area? Do you see? This is like, or they call it like redacted, or it's just not there. Okay, so it looks like we'll just go with these two. All right, perfect. Yeah, everything's free now. Like with everything, it's just like, just shut up. Last night, Trump comes out, tells the American public how everything's amazing. Like, yes, we know, sir. I think Tucker Carlson floated like war. I'm like, okay, what's the catch? Well, the catch is the government's going to promise you to give you a lot of money that they won't do. Talking about inflation, disinflation, deflation. So I'm at the most expensive place on earth, Starbucks. 50, well, in California, so that's what, $56 for a cup. And I don't even see Communist Mickey on there. Also, if you're like, what are you doing supporting that place? I'm being held hostage. 6 daughters and a truckload of grandkids. And they're like, Papa Bravo, can we go to Disneyland? You want to know what my answer is to my granddaughter's grandsons? Ha ha. Okay, that's not the only thing. How about if you just go to Walmart, pay $75 for steak? I don't even think it's not even grass-fed. And you know what I was saying about housing and prices? Well, prices are coming down, kids. I kind of told you that. The buy low, sell high, and I'll go ahead and once again I shall Casper myself because I always like filming on the wrong side. There's your peak at 500,000. Now you're at 380, 350. Wah wah wah. But again, the good news is it's setting you up to buy assets low and then refinancing them and then not triggering taxable events and living off of that and buying more assets and putting renters in there to pay your assets down and whatever. But anyways, this is what freaks me out, the 10-year. With all this deflation, why are we at 4.16? Have unemployment at almost 5%. But yes, I know, we added so many jobs. Oil is sitting around $50. That's bad. Also known as, that's a recession. Job numbers at like -40. Oh no, we just tacked on 60. Okay, never mind. Revise that down by -160. Bankruptcies through the roof. Housing market, the opposite of through the roof. How about manufacturing? I know. Donald Trump said he's the man of manufacturing. It's so easy to say whatever you want. Then you look at the chart. Which, I mean, the trend was your friend, and then he entered office, and then it got a little red there. See where it goes red, and then again, Casper myself. That is not good manufacturing. Unless you flip the chart upside down. Well, again, I'm not necessarily blaming it on Trump. It was the trend, and it just keeps going. But if you're running on manufacturing and then you take it into the complete toilet, manufacturing isn't government. So I get it when Biden's like, look at all these jobs. It's IRS agents. Like we need more. Also, talking about IRS, I just got off the phone with my accountant. Let's just say Disneyland is currently not the happiest place on earth. I'm still stuck in a place where income's good, that's not what you want. See, you want to be paid by dividends and doors, and that's good because that doesn't trigger a taxable event. When my accountant's like, wow, you really crushed it on options, which you want to trade options. It's taxed differently. It's the same button. I pinky promise. It all looks the same. I'm really bad because I don't trade out of retirement funds. I know. But Bravo, what you want to do is have like a 403 ABQ, trade that through an LLC, and then move that over up here. I was just trading Disney, and I'm like, hey, why'd you stop? I would say that's the one thing about trading. Know your time zones. You're not like, hey, why are you not moving? Now, Bitcoin always be moving. Also, Bitcoin, hey, guys, when you put in this kind of a shape, I hope you understand what that is. It's clearly a blow-off top. In regards to trading futures, it'll always look kind of funky. See that? It's like NQZ. Yeah. Your NASDAQ, guys, just to let you know, it swings. This is it. And if you're like, oh, my gosh, it went up today 1%. Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath. You guys took out that short right here where that crossed, which is right here. You make money going down. Would still be holding that position. And let me turn on my indicators. Just will show you it goes purple. There we go. It's chick magnet. It went up there, smacked it, touched it, came back down. There's the Bravo 9, still going lower. As you could see, you could trade this on the daily. You could trade it on the 2-minute. This was the last trade on the 2-minute. Same thing, swing up. You put in a buy right here, and you write it. Believe it or not, from here to here was $1,800. You're at Disneyland, and then from here down was guess what? $1,800. Just make sure you close your position before the market closes. Oh, and in case you do not know how to do this, this is fun. Do it at work as long as your employer doesn't catch you. You can do it at Disneyland. You can do wherever you want. I teach you step by step. Trying to get you to 1 million. Flee $299. The deflation's not going to hit that one. That one's going to $399. Get ready to make shat tons of money when the world burns. That's just what it is. Also, in regards to what people do not understand, there is a global yield curve, and that's off. This is off the charts. This is really kind of unheard of. Everyone, it's inverted. You know that. You kind of get what that is. But everyone is running to the long end because they believe that everything's going to be very, very bad, which pushes the yields on the long to go up. Because if you want me to risk my money, you better be, and they think something's bad's going to happen. So even though the Fed can kind of control the 1 month because of arbitrage, the rest of the curve is just completely destroyed. And if I go back on this chart from Bloomberg, this is the steepest in over a decade. It is so bad even CNBC gasps. Well, that would be this inflation thing. It's totally cooked. You don't need to gasp.
Number of the morning, the CPI, maybe coming in a little bit better than expected. 2.7%, a little light here. I'm just reading the headlines here. Year over year, 2.7. Ex-food and energy core, 2.6. So 0.4 off. That is a very good number here. And it really, I have not looked at the internals. I'll look at them now, but it suggests that the internals are good as well. Let's see, year over year, over the last.
There you have it, kids. Inflation's cooling. So just go ahead and head into that Rolex store and pick yourself up a really inexpensive Daytona. Looking at this, here it is. U.S. inflation cools to 2.7, likely because of No, it's not. That's New York, isn't it? I'm thinking I'm right. Even giving you the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I get it. These prices shouldn't be this way. They should come down in a recession, in a depression. Recession indicator, a blinking red, warns economists. So typically, this is what happens. You get deflation or disinflation, and then government officials are like, all the military, you're all going to get $200,000 a year, and we're going to cut stimmies, run out there and buy lots of stuff, causing stuff to go up because the rich need inflation. Sorry, that's just how the game works. It wipes out the middle classes. Bank of America says investors are dangerously low on cash, so let's make sure they get some of that. As this article says, triggering a ominous signal for markets. And what is that? It's saying, according to Bank of America's own historical framework, such conditions have often preceded weaker equity performance. Untrue, because Santa's coming to town. But like with everything, you guys, don't get confused with stock. Just make money in the stock market, but by trading it. And don't confuse that with economy, deflation, inflation. Don't confuse that with the Fed, complete lie. The government, also a complete lie. And your jobs, which that's a complete lie. They tell you to make sure you get one, but then you can't survive. Then you get 2 and 3, but those are also going by the wayside. So why don't we just listen in?
In all, government data shows, though, once you add all this up, there are now 1 million people more unemployed than there were in January of this year, when President Trump, of course, took office.
And I know there's different ways to slice that. Well, that's because Donald Trump and there's no more illegal immigrants or there's no more federal workers. So I get it. No dog in this fight. I'm just saying what people are saying. It's really bad. So I want to apologize for that terrible drawing because it's Christmas time. Look, Christmas tree. I'm going to redesign that Bitcoin chart for you. It was actually a Christmas tree with a star on the top. Hey, you guys, I got to get out there and boost this economy by spending lots of money and maybe riding the teacups and vomiting all over myself. And with that, especially on my grandkids, I'll be like, see, I told you I didn't want to go. I'll see you tomorrow.